everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel. This is a very special week. It is the beginning of September, so it is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. That's a very long title. But today I have my brother here. We're going to be talking about suicide and how important it is. This is Raphael.
Hey.
Okay, so stay tuned. We have a lot of stuff that we want to talk to you about and the seriousness of suicide. So, Raphael, I know a lot of people don't know that you experienced some feelings of wanting to take your own life. So, can you explain maybe, when this happened, what caused it, what led up to these feelings that you had?
Like, during the whole time, really, I didn't feel like I fit in for any of the places, and especially over at school and with my family. But yeah, it was a rough time. It was especially a rough time. But like during the whole time, I was like, aren't these people, accepting my love? Really, that was the whole problem.
So you felt a lot of rejection.
Yeah.
From everybody.
A lot of rejection, and it wasn't just rejection itself. It was just probably like some of the reactions I was kind of expecting to get, and that plays another part into it. But yeah, it was like I wouldn't be invited to some of the other people's, parties or anything. I wouldn't really be able to, what's it called? When people are in groups or anything, nobody would, say, what are you doing here? I'm like, well, I'm kind of with everybody, and then, they would kind of shoo me away or something, but, at the same moment, everybody doesn't really have a place, but everybody wants to fit in.
Right, and so you felt like you weren't fitting in anywhere. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So, if you don't mind sharing, what was your plan?
Really, I was thinking about just killing myself. Thought that was the best plan in the world, but obviously it was, and obviously, it led down to a different path, and I ended up losing my memory altogether. And that in itself was a whole different story, and just persevering through that was a really hard.
So let me tell this part of the story because I really remember this. I remember coming home. I was over at a friend's house working on a project, and I come home, and I go to sleep. Raphael seems like he's okay. I wake up the next morning, and Raphael has completely lost his memory, like his long-term memory. He didn't know who I was. He didn't know who my mom was. He didn't know who he was. He didn't know how anything worked, and it was just like so surreal. And it was all a result of you attempting to commit suicide, right?
Yep.
Do you want to say like what you had tried to do?
Really, I had tried to bang my head up against the desk and really hard, and I was actually not clean out. And I came to, everything was fine. It was actually, once I woke up was when I didn't know anything.
So you had banged your head really hard, and then you went to sleep, and then when you woke up, your memory was gone.
Yep.
How scary was that?
Well, because I didn't know too much anything, I really wasn't scared.
I'm glad we can laugh about this.
but yeah, that too. Yeah. That's good. But it was weird. It was a weird experience. I really wanted to know what was going on because I didn't know what was going on. So I felt like I was a new person altogether. It was really weird.
Okay, so now that you've heard Raphael's story, I want you guys to hear maybe another story that you guys don't actually know about. And, I take so much pride in my brother because of what he's done being an overcomer of suicide. He told me a story about his friend, about actually stopping one of his friends from committing suicide. So do you want to explain to me what you walked in on?
All right. Yeah, so I walked in, well, it was actually, I was living at his house at the time, and we were, trying to, take on the world together, really.
So you guys were roommates?
Yeah, we were originally roommates, and we were just trying to make sure that, we're both, trying to just, keep each other up and say, hey, well, I got your back, man, we can get through this. And I get home, from cutting the lawns, because I was doing that at the time. I walked in and I see him about to about to hang himself. I was, well, dude, whoa, stop it, man, what's going on? And you gotta let me know what's going on. He told me his story and everything, and I basically just related to him because I was going through the same stuff. And I was like, hey man, I'm here with you. We're here together. Like I said, man, this is the reason why we're roommates here, man. We're here together. We're sticking this together. We're on the same boat. And he was like, yeah, I don't even know what I thought in my mind. He was like, yeah, nobody deserves to go through all that mess. Nobody does.
And one thing that I've learned, even in my own personal story, I've shared with my brother that, I had suicidal thoughts when I was going through my divorce. And, I mean, my brother was definitely there for me, and I appreciate him so much for that. Thank you, Raphael. But just the fact that people don't want to kill themselves, they want relief. They want to feel better. They want to not be in the situation that they're in. And a lot of times when you get in that place where you're suicidal, you feel like that's the only option that you have, and that's not true. Our mom always talks about making permanent decisions for temporary situations, and how, everything that you go through is temporary. The situations that you go through are meant to come and go. But if you stay stuck in that mindset, you tell yourself, nobody cares about me. People don't love me. Nobody's ever going to accept me. Then you'll stay stuck in that situation, and you'll make a decision that's detrimental to your future. And, I see my brother now and how he's able now to, walk in on a situation like that and relate to somebody and say, you don't have to be there. You don't have to take your life. You don't have to be successful in taking your own life, but you can, if you live past this moment, then you can be successful later. If you see past right now, if you see past all the hurt and the pain that you're going through, if you hold on to the hope that really lies there, the hope that we have in God, then you can make it, and he and I are both examples of that, So I thank you for being here with me today. I thank you for sharing your story, because a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know, that suicide does not have a face. It affects everybody. And, you can be any age. You can be any gender. You can be any race. You can be rich. You can be poor. You can be anybody and still go through those times where you feel like things aren't going to change. So, take our stories. Take our stories as an example and say, they made it. I would have never expected that they were going to go through it, but we made it through. So hold on to that. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, yeah.
I love you.
Love you too, Stay strong.
Yes.
You gotta stay strong, okay?
So,
that's what it's all about.
Yes. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Raphael, for being with us. I will see you guys next week. Thank you for listening. See ya.
See ya.